The Apple Watch Ultra has taken the smartwatch world by storm. It's more than just an accessory, it's a bold statement. With a design language that screams rugged luxury and the performance chops to match, the Ultra line has carved out a special niche. But while it's big, bold, and beautiful, the experience hasn't been entirely flawless. As we head closer to the reveal of the Apple Watch Ultra 3, one question looms large. Will Apple finally fix the Ultra's biggest flaw? Because as good as the Ultra 2 is, and make no mistake, it is a great smartwatch, it's held back by one persistent, nagging issue that continues to frustrate users: the rise of Apple's rugged wearable. Let's start with a bit of perspective. The Ultra series represents Apple's most aggressive foray into a space typically dominated by endurance brands like Garmin, Cinto, and Polar. Apple didn't just want to make a better watch. It wanted to make the premium outdoor smartwatch, a device that appeals not only to hikers, divers, and marathoners, but also to executives and tech lovers who want that touch of exclusivity. In this regard, Apple succeeded. The squared-off titanium casing, 49mm display, oversized digital crown, and customizable action button give the Ultra its unique personality. It's part tool, part fashion, and all Apple. Ultra 2, a polished powerhouse. When the Ultra 2 debuted, it built smartly on the original formula. We saw subtle but meaningful improvements: a new S9 chip offering snappier performance, deeper Siri integration, improved brightness for that already stellar display, and a new black titanium finish that looked clean and sophisticated. The design choices felt intentional, evolutionary, not revolutionary, which is exactly what Apple tends to go for. The display alone deserves its flowers. Apple has always excelled in screen technology, but the Ultra series takes it a step further. At 3,000 nits, it remains visible even under blinding sunlight, whether you're scaling cliffs or squinting on a beach day. Add to that the vibrant color reproduction and responsiveness, and it's easy to see why the display is considered one of the best in the smartwatch game. So with all this refinement, what could possibly be wrong? The battery life problem that won't go away. It's simple. Battery life. And no, we're not talking about we wish it were slightly better. We're talking about a serious disconnect between the Ultra's image and its actual endurance. For a watch that presents itself as the go-anywhere, do-anything wearable, its stamina just doesn't match the marketing. Let's not sugarcoat it. In 2025, a $799 plus rugged smartwatch that can't consistently push past 2 days is just not good enough. Why this actually matters? Some might argue. But I charge my watch overnight anyway, so what's the big deal? And sure, that works for many people. But that mindset undermines the very purpose of the Ultra. This isn't just a watch for step counting or pinging notifications. It's marketed as a tool for exploration, resilience, and travel. If you're off-grid for 72 hours, you shouldn't have to bring a charger. If you're on a backpacking trip, climbing expedition, or even a cross-country flight schedule, plugging in should be the last thing on your mind. Apple positioned the Ultra line as the answer to Garmin. Yet even mid-range Garmin watches can go 7 days or more, with always-on screens, GPS tracking, and activity monitoring running in the background. What's holding Apple back? So why hasn't Apple cracked the battery code yet? Theories abound. Some believe it's due to Apple's ecosystem-first mentality. By encouraging users to charge their Apple Watch daily, Apple ensures tighter synchronization with iPhone usage, backup habits, and app refresh schedules. It also supports the company's accessory ecosystem. Think magnetic charging docks, fast chargers, and battery packs. Others speculate it's a hardware limitation, possibly stemming from Apple's commitment to sleekness, weight balance, or sensor miniaturization. But maybe, just maybe, it's intentional. A calculated trade-off to ensure you're always tethered to your Apple Gear. How competitors are winning. Meanwhile, rivals aren't just catching up, they're pulling ahead. Take the Huawei Watch GT4, offering 4 to 7 days of usage with a premium design and vibrant AMOLED screen. Or the OnePlus Watch 2, which uses a dual-chip architecture to extend battery life without sacrificing performance. Even Garmin's Fenix series, with their solar charging tech and custom power modes, have become legends for a reason. These companies understand that when you're building a device that promises freedom, battery life isn't optional. It's fundamental. What Apple needs to do with the Ultra 3. Here's where Apple has a golden opportunity. The Ultra 3 isn't out yet. That means Apple can still listen and fix what's broken. Here's how. First, give us a bigger battery or a smarter chip. It's not about bumping series speed, it's about sustained power. Efficiency needs to translate into days, not hours. A 4-day average should be the minimum for a watch marketed toward explorers. Second, introduce true power control. Low power mode is a step, but we need more. Let users toggle screen refresh rate, GPS frequency, background sync, and even animations. The more control we get, the more tailored the watch becomes. Third, consider solar assist. It might sound futuristic, but Garmin's been doing it for years. Even a 10 to 15% boost through solar charging could provide a real benefit and reinforce the Ultra's identity as an outdoor tool, not just a luxury tech piece. Finally, be bold. If Apple truly wants to lead in the wearable space, it has to stop thinking like a smartphone company. A watch should be independent, not just a sidekick. Still one of the best, but not unbeatable. Don't get it twisted. The Apple Watch Ultra 2 is still a phenomenal smartwatch. It offers the most polished experience for iPhone users, unmatched app support, and a display that still turns heads. If you're already deep in the Apple ecosystem, it's hard to find a better companion. But here's the thing, greatness isn't perfection. And battery life, more than any other spec, is where Ultra still feels unfinished. It's the one spec that affects every user, every day. This is Apple's moment. With the Apple Watch Ultra 3 likely arriving this fall, Apple has a chance to shake things up, to go from being best in class to undisputed leader. They've nailed the design. The display doesn't need a reboot. The software is mature. What's missing is freedom, the kind that comes from leaving your charger at home and still feeling confident. Whether Apple chooses to evolve or play it safe remains to be seen. But if battery life doesn't take center stage in the Ultra 3, it could be a deal breaker for many, even the most loyal fans. We've seen the ceiling of what the Ultra can be. Now it's time to raise the floor. Closing thoughts. At Technology Review, we believe great products earn their reputation not just through innovation, but by listening to what users need most. And right now, that need is clear longevity. Let's hope Apple hears us. Because if the Ultra 3 finally gets the battery life it deserves, it might just become the only watch you'll ever need. Until then, stay tuned. Subscribe for more deep dives into the latest Apple tech, smart wearables, and the gadgets that define your digital life. This is Technology Review, where the tech talk is always real.